So, what do you want? Truth or comfort? In many ways, that's the bottom line. Truth or comfort? In many ways, the restless one within is always seeking a kind of comfort, a resting place, the safe place. A kind of shelter, kind of hiding place, a kind of cushion, a way of stopping the pain of the world, the pain of existence, the pain of emotions, the pain of the past, the pain of being alive at all. Searching for the comfort inside the uncomfortable. If I've learned many things on this treacherous path of life, this treacherous and beautiful path of life, it's that endlessly rooting your searching on the spiritual path in some covert, hidden idea of comfort, that you're going to get comfortable at some point, that it's going to be comfortable at some point. Whatever that may mean, usually means some cotton wool, some padding between you and life. Comfort, isn't it? The sort of padding between you and the hardness of life. You know, if that's driving some of the seeking on the spiritual path, then you're going to be searching a long time. And in many ways, although it may feel like a noble search, and I suppose on a certain level, you know, maybe it is. I don't want to denounce anything. Everything is, you know, its own way. Everything unfolds, everything is welcome. Even the noble or erroneous search for comfort is welcome. But there's a deeper seeing, to see that in many ways life is uncomfortable. Existence is uncomfortable. Sensitivity, feeling, impermanence, the nervous system, the mind, the agitated mind. These are all uncomfortable. And the hope that they'll just go away with awakening is erroneous. All that really shifts is that they're seen more clearly and no longer taken personally, no longer identified with, of me and my discomfort that I need so badly to get rid of. The seeking to get rid of is dropped. And in the dropping, there's a deeper realization that if discomfort never really goes away, I talk about this all the time. The discomfort, if it's never going to go away, then I have a choice to keep fighting with it or to go with it. If it's arising, it's real. If it's arising, it's here. If it's arising, it's true. Discomfort, comfort, grief, sorrow, joy, anger, they're all the myriad waves of the human experience. And they can't just be fought, they have to be seen. Neither do they have to be, or neither do we want them to be reacted to. The ocean doesn't react to every wave that comes along. The sky doesn't fight with the clouds as they are fluffy white ones or storm clouds. We have to learn to bear our discomfort, the discomfort of our existence, with a kind of nobility. It matures us, it ripens us, it deepens us, it brings some wisdom. It sort of takes us out of the endless loop of desire and aversion, seeking comfort, sort of negotiating what that comfort looks like and creating an ever smaller opening for the comfort. Because on the spiritual path, we do start narrowing the what constitutes comfort, because we realize it doesn't feel so good anymore. I mean, in the old days, I used to find comfort in, a lot of whiskey, a lot of beer, a lot of drugs, a lot of wildness, a lot of chaos, a lot of dysfunction, a lot of neediness. I actually used to find comfort in that. It wasn't comfortable, but I'd find a kind of pseudo comfort. The comfort of escape. The illusory comfort that, there's a cushion between me and life. It lasts for a while. And so the band was rather broad. It didn't work, but it kept the world at bay. And then, as the journey progressed through transformation, through spiritual journeying, the what constitutes comfort sort of came down to resistance. Resistance was in many ways the only thing that I had left. Just a sort of root resistance to my own experience, and still somehow, probably quietly hoping that I was going to find comfort, a cushion. What I said, the cotton wool between me and my experience, my ongoing experience. Remember, I'm not talking about the imagination, I'm not talking about an imagined idea. Talking about the reality, talking about the day-to-day, moment-to-moment reality of how we meet our experience. Because most experience is rooted in distraction or the seeking of comfort. So we have to get really clear. And eventually there's the realization that it doesn't work. So then one's faced with the almost terrible to the mind task of somehow learning to find a different kind of comfort in the discomfort through acceptance. Acceptance. And that changes the entire game. The acceptance. It is like this. It is uncomfortable sometimes. So what? Everything changes. The law of impermanence, the nature of impermanence says that everything changes. And likewise with discomfort. It's like the art of dealing with the rising and falling of the waves of addiction, of desire. I learned that. I learned that what rises falls. And if I sit here and accept the rising of the wave of desire for the drink or the cigarette or the whatever, and I just sit here and I watch it as it rises up, even though it wants to have a tenacious grip over me, and some part of me wants it to be bigger than that. To be bigger than that, to be greater than that, rising and falling. And so I see the rising of the wave of desire And then as soon as it rises and it hits its peak, it falls again. And so with comfort and discomfort. The wave of discomfort, existential, physical, emotional, rises and falls. I don't do anything about it. It rises. So the wave rises. I sit with it. I watch it. I'm bigger than it. I'm broader than it. I'm deeper than it. And it rises. By and by it falls. There's a great decompression that goes on in this. There's a great detoxification that goes on in this. It's very powerful. So it's neither seeking comfort nor moving away from discomfort. It's actually, I guess, the great equanimity of being. So don't move away and don't move towards. Be with.